Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Love for Intuitive Astrology. So, for everyone who's new, my name is Michelle, and I'm an intuitive astrologer, and I combine my knowledge of astrology with my intuition, and this will be reflected in this video. So, today I will talk about the upcoming new moon total solar eclipse that will happen in the sign of Leo on the 12th of August 2026 at 20 degrees and 2 minutes. And I will start explaining this new moon in general, and then we're going to dive into each and every single sign. Now, most accurate is your rising sign or your ascendant sign. And for additional information, you can check your sun sign and your moon sign. So let's go ahead and see what this eclipse has to offer, okay? Because with eclipses, we have forced changes, sudden changes. And this is really pushing you, this new moon, pushing you in the right direction. And what is it all about? It is about Leo. Leo rules the fifth house, and the sun rules Leo. This is about looking where maybe you can be more playful in life. Where can you have more passion? Are you on the right path right now, right? Do you like your job? Are you passionate about it? Are you behind that? And if not, what can you do to change that? Okay. And this is not a normal new moon, because with an eclipse, and especially with a total eclipse, the sun will be completely covered, right? So the moon is going to be between the sun and the earth. So basically, the whole sun will be covered temporarily. Now, this is not visible everywhere, okay? So in a few places, Iceland, Greenland, Spain, and I'm located in Spain, so I'm very curious if I'm able to see it, but I'm in the south, so it should be just partially. Anyways, they say it's not good to look at it anyways. But when the sun is covered, right, symbolically, because we are connected with the sun, this is what feeds us, this is what connects us to ourselves. So for a little while, the sun is covered, so we don't have this connection with our identity. And this is the time to go inwards, to feel, okay, where don't I fully feel myself? Where can I not fully express myself, right? And the fifth house in Leo is connected with children, because through children we heal, we become more playful again. We can understand ourselves better, okay? In some cases, even children can be our teachers because they are still in this innocence. And when we become adults, sometimes we lose that innocence, we lose that beauty in ourselves. So where can we express ourselves better, right? It can be work, it can be a hobby, but Leo is the sign that needs a purpose. And what kind of purpose do you have, or do you not have, and would you like to have? Because when we have a purpose, we feel like waking up, right? We feel like going after something. And when we don't have a purpose, this is when we fall into depression. This is where we don't fully feel seen, or we start to become lazy, right? Because even the sign of Leo, which is all about shining, this is the sunshine of the zodiac. This is the energy that can inspire other people to be the best version of themselves. So where in life can you inspire others? Where in life are you either feeling like you fell asleep? Where can you shake yourself up a little bit? Okay. So look at those emotions. Look at your emotions during this new moon. So this new moon is not for manifestation or anything. This is really about reflection. And in some cases, the solar eclipse will push you in a new direction. You don't have to do anything for it. This is not a day to launch anything, right? To set this new intention. This is really to let the universe show you, right? Because the sun is dark. So here we're going internal. That's why there's more criminality during eclipses, right? That's why it's advised to take it easy around this day, because people will lose their identity for a little bit. But luckily, the placement and the aspects are pretty good. Okay, so this new moon is really going to force you in the right direction. And like re-grabbing you. Okay, what is it that you need to change at this moment? Where do you feel a bit unhappy? Or could you bring more focus into? Okay. Because sometimes we lose this discipline as well. And when we're on the spiritual path, even, it's not just sitting in meditation. We also need to learn about discipline. Okay. We need to learn to wake up a certain time and to take action on something. So, if you've been procrastinating on something, maybe it's time to look at, why do you feel demotivated? Is it a fear of being seen? Is it a fear of doing something wrong? Is it a fear of actually succeeding? Because some people fear actually succeeding. Like, what happens? Sometimes it's being afraid to shine because maybe people will get jealous or feel triggered when your energy is growing. Okay, but we are here, not in a selfish way, but we are here for ourselves to become the best version. And by being the best version, you can inspire other people. So this new moon is in a trine with Saturn, okay? Saturn retrograde. So here you're going to make a commitment to something or to yourself. And a trine is boosting you. It's saying, okay, you need to have some discipline. Like, how can you make a plan to make your wishes happening? Okay, because part of it, yes, sometimes luck can help you, but also hard work and discipline, and not hard work at the cost of yourself, right? Burning out, because look at this energy, we have so much fire, so people can get overheated. Okay, and literally look at the sky since the 30th of June. Hasn't it been very warm in many places? Because the sun, right? Jupiter is expanding the sun. It's making it very hot. And definitely we've been experiencing this in Spain. And even in I'm originally from the Netherlands. It's been very warm, much warmer than usual, right? So there's a lot of heat in the sky, and we don't have that much earth right now, right? And that much water. We have Mars also, all about fire in a water sign. So Cancer does dim that down. So now it's time to look at our passion. If anything, some anger comes up, respect it, look at it. What is it trying to tell you? Like, maybe you're angry about something. Maybe you're angry at yourself for not really doing the thing that you love to do, right? And sometimes we get jealous or angry at other people because they are doing what you want to do, but you can do it as well. Like, this life, we have our own choice to change that. Okay, and sometimes it's not true luck, sometimes it's true discipline, every day a little bit, and eventually you will get there. Okay, so Mercury is conjunct Jupiter, and it's also sextiling Venus in Libra. So Venus in Libra is at home here. It's very harmonious, right? So it is a very creative time. What is it that your soul wants to express? Okay, Leo is also about romance, right? So a sudden new romantic interest can come, but it's still dark. So you have to wait until it's being shown to you, until more clarity comes your way. Okay, and even if you're single, then maybe you have this desire for romance. And how can you make that happen? Are you going to go back dating? What is the person that you would like to be with? Because sometimes we don't even know what is suiting us or what is fitting us, right? So these are things that you're going to think about. Also, if you are in a relationship, how can you be more romantic together? How can you make it work? Maybe you're talking about having children, like you want to expand your family. What does that look like? How do you see that life in front of you? So this is a time to dive into your inner passion. I always say Leo is the sunshine. So can you shine better in life and more in life? We have so many aspects. Okay, so when something has a lot of aspects, we look at the main picture. But they're all really positive, right? Mercury is sextiling Uranus, so great ideas can come. This is a very creative time. So if you're going to meditate, You might get some brilliant ideas for creative projects and a commitment to creative projects, because Saturn, you're saying, okay, what can you change? Saturn is in Aries, so what can you change about your identity to make these things happen? Okay. So yeah, wisdom through fun, healing the inner child, celebrating romance. Mars is squaring Neptune. So Mars is in a water sign. So already it's not 100% clear where you're going from now. So it doesn't have to be an action in the moment. It can be a plan, and first make the plan and then take action on it. Okay. So yeah, I'm ready to go to all the signs. So let's start with Aries. So Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So we have this new moon, total solar eclipse in the sign of Leo, well, in your fellow fire sign. So there's a lot of focus on fire here, okay? Like some of you Aries could even feel a bit heated or have a fever, because a lot of even karma can be burned right now, okay? The sun is gonna burn this karma. It's really going to have you look inwards when it comes to your creativity. Are you on the right path? Are you enjoying what you're doing in life? Do you have any hobbies? Is there something that maybe you can pick up again, what you were thinking about? Let's say dancing, acting, anything that makes you feel playful and happy. Okay, this could be a time where you meet someone new, but with an eclipse there's also some kind of destiny behind it, so it's not a guarantee it's long term, right? So you have to see with time if this is what that is. Okay, because right now the sun is completely dark, so there is no complete connection to your identity. Okay, so with time you will be shown. This is a time where forced changes will happen. So if you're meant to meet anyone, if you're getting a new job, if you're getting a new hobby on this day, it means it's part of your path. It's part of something you need to learn. Okay, and we never know where that's going to end, because sometimes you have to meet this person to meet that person, or you have to start in this job to meet to have the next job. Okay, because sometimes people are so afraid to, if this is not long term, I have to do everything again. But sometimes this is destined to happen to bring you to the next stage. So talking about children, okay, maybe expanding the family, making plans for that. Maybe you're expecting a child and you're making everything ready. And definitely with Saturn in the first house, right? Your identity is changing. There is some kind of responsibility that you're maybe having, but you're definitely nailing it with this trine to the fifth house, okay? So yeah, to partner to yourself, inner child healing. Have you not been so playful lately? How can you do that while not losing this responsibility? So you're gonna find these both ways, okay? Um, yeah, we have Venus in Libra. So this is in your seventh house. So definitely there is a little bit of a theme of romance. Okay, maybe going on a holiday as well, because it's also trining Uranus in the third house. So maybe you're driving somewhere. It could be a weekend away, because third house is usually not a long holiday. This is more close to your home. You could be meeting someone on a trip. Okay, like I said, it's destined, and time will reveal if it's a long-term destiny. But usually eclipses bring in someone that brings you a big lesson, something significant that you can bring along with you. Okay, so let me get you a card, Aries. We have Mars in the fourth house, squaring Neptune in the first. So it could be that if you're moving, for example, make sure that everything is clear, everything, you're double checking all the contracts, you're not forgetting anything, because Neptune is making things a bit foggy. There might be some misunderstandings in the family, okay? After, Mars is continuing, things will be a little bit clearer, okay? When it comes to family situation, landlord situations. All right, so what do I get? Stand your ground, Aries. So sometimes things don't come in one straight line, right? Sometimes things come with little obstacles and we think it's not for us, but sometimes we're just being tested. Like, how much do you want something? And especially with the sign of Leo, right? This eclipse in the sign of Leo, you're being tested on your own heart, on who you are. Like, even if there's obstacles in something you truly want, right? If you feel it's the right thing, then you have to stand your ground. Okay. And I'm not talking about obsession when you like someone, but still you can stand your ground on meeting the right person, being ready for that. So standing your ground in a healthy way, saying, I really, really want this business to succeed. What can I do to make that happen? Okay. And at some point, after putting effort in it, it will happen. So we have foundation and achievements. So there's a lot related to your foundation. So, having this stability starts within your body. So if you're stable within yourself, then you can build from that. So where do you feel unstable and how can you heal that? Okay. Now here's a sacrifice. Sometimes we have to make space, right? To let new things come. So if anything is going around this new moon, a situation, a friend, a person, it doesn't matter. It makes space for something new. And it doesn't mean this person is leaving forever. Sometimes they come back when you're in the same frequency again. Okay. So everything that happens in life is for a reason. We have to believe that. And even though it can be very painful, right? Sometimes that ultimately it's bringing you back to where you need to be exactly. But from a certain point, we cannot see the outcome yet. That is being shown with time. So give yourself grace, give it time, make a slow plan to things that you truly want, stand your ground on it in healthy ways, like achieve the things that you want to. Each little bit is still an effort. It's better than nothing. Doing nothing is nothing. Doing something is something, which is already much better. So I'm sending you much love. I hope you find your full expression during this new moon. Listen to these emotions, maybe even anger, things like that. It will help you reveal what are your next steps, where you need to go. And, I also do private readings. You can contact me through my email. I teach astrology. And also I have a coaching program. So check that out on my website or send me an email for more information. Thank you so much for being here, Aries. I so appreciate you. I wish you all the best. And until next time. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For you, we have this new moon, total solar eclipse in Leo in your 4th house. So there's a lot happening in the house of family, moving, your roots, your stability. So you're definitely looking at what is needed for you to feel more stable in life. What is making you feel like you cannot completely be yourself? What is needed there? Maybe there's something in your family that you want to express. Okay. This can be very healing, right? And you can gain this access of information through meditation, maybe even through your dreams, because we have this new moon in a trine with Saturn retrograde in your 12th house. So listen to your dreams around this eclipse. There might be a thought about a move, okay? It's not really a time to force a move, but actually if the universe pushes you into a move, then it's destined, okay? And because eclipses can bring in sudden changes. And if that is forced, that means there's a certain destiny at place, okay? The next place you need to be. And from there on, you're going to make a plan, okay? Maybe your family is going to give you some information that is very helpful. We have Jupiter in a conjunction with Mercury. So a conversation with family could be very healing at this time. It could heal your identity, maybe parts of your inner child even. It might be simply a realization to yourself. You don't always have to talk with family to get a certain understanding. Sometimes it comes through, looking at YouTube, looking at a video, someone is telling something that resonates, that clicks with you, right? Because these type of videos are not to tell you what to do. They're here to mirror, and whatever clicks with you is something you're going to push forward, right? Like, we should never give our power away to any type of reader. Is just to give you guidance on whatever clicks with you. This is the most important. Okay, so you're finding your roots again, like maybe ideas on where you would like to live. Now, Leo in the fourth house, right? Leo is very keen on culture. Leo is very keen, and this is especially if it's Taurus rising and you have Leo on the fourth house cusp. Maybe you like culture, you like the heat, you like to be in a place where you can express yourself, a creative place, okay, a passionate place, a place for ambition. If you are in any way in like a real estate business or family therapy, you might get new ideas on how to expand that business. Okay, if you are doing some work on the house, it might give you an idea now on how to change things. We have Mercury in a sextile with Uranus in the second house. So, unexpected income through a house, maybe through selling a house, suddenly it's sold. Okay, this is a destined thing. We have Venus as well in your sixth house. Okay, so there might be some colleagues that you have a good relationship with that are going to help you, maybe give you advice with your family or with your move. And also Venus in the sixth house might bring you a new pet. So maybe there could be a new adjustment to the family, because as you know, animals can bring so much harmony to your place, and they also help you with routines. That's why they are in the house of routines, right? So great conversations with family. Yeah, staying at home can trigger new ideas. So maybe, yeah, staying at home can trigger, like, I'm bored. I'm just going to grab this thing I used to love to do. Because very often, what we used to love to do when we were children is something that we still desire, but we kind of leave that behind when we grow older. We have Mars in the third house in a square with Neptune in the 12th. So there might be some miscommunication with your siblings and your neighbors. So give it time, okay? Clarity might come later. Now I have heart chakra here, Taurus. So, well, Leo, I always say, need to be connected with the heart, this energy. So this new moon is going to reconnect you to your heart. What is it that you truly want? Okay, because the sign of Leo, or the energy of Leo, is only happy when it's connected to something that they're passionate about. Now we have sacral chakra. This is the chakra of creativity. So how can you find this creativity back in yourself? Yeah, maybe spending some time with family will definitely be healing and transformative. So there is a big transformation happening that solidifies your roots in life, that you feel more stable. And right now we don't have a lot of earth, right? So there is maybe not so much that we feel this stability in life. It might just be, passion that's guiding us. But, you Taurus like some type of stability. That will come with the Virgo season again. So new beginning. So even if it's, because people always think, wait for something major to happen. And sometimes with eclipses that can happen, right? Especially if it touches a natal planet, that's major. But sometimes a new beginning can just be a perspective. And even just a perspective can change things in the long term. Because very often we look at now, yeah, now that doesn't happen, or now that's not happening. But sometimes things stretch out and can be one idea can change everything, right? So don't underestimate the ideas that are coming around this time. So yeah, thinking about selling, buying, moving, these ideas will be coming up. Don't take action yet unless the universe is forcing you, okay? Then you have to, because it's saying, okay, this is not your place anymore. But it's not a time to advertise your house right now, because it's too dark. The sun is blocked and it wants to be seen. So the best would be, at least after a few days of the eclipse or September. Okay. But don't worry, if you do advertise, just avoid the day of the eclipse. So that would be my message for you, my amazing Taurus. I also do private readings. I teach astrology on Zoom one-on-one, and I have a coaching program. If you're interested in that, send me an email or look at my website. I'm sending you so much love, Taurus. All the best to you. Many blessings. And until next time. So Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For you, we have this new moon, total solar eclipse in your third house. Okay. Now, Leo is a very creative sign, right? This is all about your self-expression. So with all these planets, this new moon with Jupiter and Mercury in the third house, there might be some very creative ideas coming forward, especially if you are a creative writer. There might be an idea coming in that is part of destiny. Okay, we have Mercury in a sextile with Uranus in the first house. So maybe you have to be a little bit of a rebel to share this idea or to write this thing. Now, this is not a day for launching something. Even though it's a new moon, it's quite dark. This is a time to introspect, okay? Unless it's a forced thing, right? But it's best to make a plan now. The ideas that come now, they can last a very long time. Maybe you want to write right now, okay? To put yourself in a room, or even, you might travel somewhere, because the third house is about a short trip. This short trip might give you a lot of ideas, a lot of creative ideas. You might be talking to your siblings or even traveling to a sibling. That interaction will give you a new plan, a new idea, because this new moon is trining Saturn retrograde in the 11th house. So, yeah, being with friends, and with Saturn in the 11th house, Saturn is going to kind of filter your friendships. Okay. This is especially for Gemini rising. You will see that it is showing you your true friends. Saturn is no joke. It's like, I'm cutting out the BS, and your true friends that are lasting, that are responsible, that are serious are going to stay right now. The people that are with you. Okay. So if people are leaving around this time, that means it didn't cut the check of Saturn. Okay. But new friendships can come in. People are a bit older, more serious. This is what Saturn likes. Okay. So these people you will have conversations with, and they bring you on good ideas. They help you with your passion, with your creative mind. Okay. Yeah, if you have any exams, take your time for studying, but it could be sudden good news happening when it comes to exams. Okay. Or you might want to learn something new. This idea just comes and you're like, oh, yeah, this is something I want to know more about. I want to study. And we have Mars in the second house. It's trining Neptune retrograde in the 11th. So watch out with overspending. If you do this trip with your friends or you're going out, that you watch your spendings, okay? Income can come as well through workshops for you. You do have to prepare them very well with Saturn in the 11th house. Saturn likes to see hard work. And when that's done, it will give the rewards. So let me get you a card, Gemini. Oi, they want to fly out. Solitude. So some of you just feel like spending some time alone, and this person has a book in her hands. So maybe it's time to read its favorite book. Even just reading a book, right, can give you so many ideas. It can click something within you. So reading is good, writing is good, accelerated motion. So things are going to go very fast for you. Things are going to go very fast. Your mind might also be going very fast at this point, because Gemini in general, you have a fast mind, especially if Mercury is in Gemini as well. You're a quick thinker, okay? And so things might be a little bit more full on, but write everything down and later you can filter, okay? Because we have choose wisely. You will choose wisely with time, okay? So yeah, that would be my message for you, my amazing Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. I do private readings as well. You can, and also I teach astrology through Zoom, and I have a coaching program. So if you're interested, you can send me an email, or you can check out my website to see more information. So Gemini, wishing you all the best, and until next time, thank you so much. So Cancer, Sun, and Rising. For you, we have this new moon, total solar eclipse in the sign of Leo at 20 degrees in your second house. So this is about your income. This is about your self-worth. So Leo here in the second house is saying, are you earning money with something that you love to do? Okay. Is there maybe an idea coming up on how to make more money? Because Leo is self-expression, it's creative. Like, how can you be more creative with your money as well? How can you budget? How can you enjoy life without spending too much? And Leo is also very generous. So maybe you want to give some of your money away or support people that maybe want to use it for their own creativity. Okay, whatever your situation is. Now this new moon is in a trine with Saturn, so work could be a little bit asking responsibility from you. Okay, so it's good to have a good discipline. Okay, I'm losing words, right? I want to say too many things, and this is too much fire right now, right? And we have this 8-8 portal today, the day that I'm filming. So, yeah, I'm aligning myself back again. So a good routine is very important, okay? It might be that there's a bit of difficulty with a boss. Maybe the boss is expecting a lot from you, but through consistency, you can definitely make this work, okay? So with Saturn in the 10th, like the transit, I've seen people get more responsibility, right? A promotion, and they have to work more. Or I've seen it restricting a job and going inward and seeing, are you on the right path, Cancer? What do you need to do to find the right job? Okay. This is also good to reflect on your self-worth, like what is maybe holding you back from earning the money that you deserve. That what is the money that you're going to be satisfied with, right? Because some people want a lot of money and other people are fine with less money, right? Like how much spare time you want to have, how much money you want to make. So these questions might arise, okay? And the only person that can know that is you. And the only place where you can really feel that is your heart, okay? So I always say Leo is the sign that is connected to the heart. So if it's connected to the ego, it's forget about it. There comes all these unrealistic expectations. So here, this energy needs to be connected to the heart, and then you will feel what is this salary doing to you? Should I ask more money for my work? So it's not really per se a time for action. This is a time to reflect and think about it. And then after you will take action, because don't forget, it is a new beginning. And this idea will start around this time. So maybe a creative project, you will get your first income, okay? This new moon will tell you about a certain destiny, okay? Is this fitting for you, or do you need to make certain changes, okay? We have Venus in the 4th house in Libra. So maybe you want to redecorate your place. Maybe that's something you're buying with your money. Harmonize your place, because you need a house of harmony, especially Cancer rising with Libra in the 4th. Harmony is very, very important. Okay. So when your house is messy, somehow you also feel a little bit out of balance. Now, Mars is in the 1st house, giving you more energy, but at the same time, it's squaring Neptune in the 10th. So maybe you're not really sure where to start. So give it time. Let this new moon show you what to do. So it's more time to make the plan than to really take action. All right. Movement, choices, decisions. I'm getting this card. So Cancer, it's time to make some important decisions, okay? And it can keep you up at night because Uranus there in the 12th house aspecting Mercury. So many ideas, a little bit restless. but you're trying to find your inner harmony again. Okay, so this is going to be the most important inner harmony. And this will also give you more information on your money, your self-worth, financial and material changes. Okay. So yeah, Jupiter is in your second house, which is very, very beneficial for money. So this might be the time where you're getting some kind of news about income, or at least have an idea on how to make more money. So that's my message for you, my amazing Cancer. Thank you so much for being here. If you would like to book a private reading with me, or you would like to learn astrology yourself, I do that through Zoom. And also, I do have a coaching program. So check out my website or send me an email for more information. And I'll see you next time, Cancer. Sending you many, many blessings. Bye bye. So Leo, sun, moon, and rising. For you, we have this new moon, total solar eclipse in your sign at 20 degrees. So especially if your sun, moon, and rising is around 20 degrees, you will be highly impacted. But in general, all Leos are going to feel this solar eclipse. And this is going to bring in a new beginning for you, okay? And this can be quite sudden even, because the solar eclipse is going to push you in a new direction that is better suited for you. Now, in general, you are the sign that is all about self-expression. You need to do something in life that you really feel that you are standing behind, right? Because the lion is not going to work unless it feels passionate about something. And if you're not passionate about what you're doing in life, then you kind of feel like you don't want to put any effort. So for you, it's important to connect with your own sunshine, I always say. So Leos are the sunshine of the zodiac. So you are here to inspire others. So first you have to connect to something that you love to do, and then you can inspire others to do the same thing. Okay. And this is your true strength. So where in life do you feel like you're not connected to your true identity, to your true self-expression? Do you need to break free from a certain situation? Maybe a belief system about yourself that you are not able to do what you want to do in life. Like, what is blocking you? What is holding you back? Jupiter here in the first house is helping you to become more optimistic about yourself, to expand your view. And sometimes what happens with Jupiter when it's going over your ascendant or over your sun, because some people are upset, they're like, okay, it should be my lucky year. Why am I losing things? Like, why are situations, why are people leaving me or anything, right? This is Jupiter creating space for something new. So there is something better coming. A better situation will reveal itself. So give it time. But definitely this eclipse can push you there a little bit faster. Okay. So any type of idea that you're having, and these ideas can come through reflection with friends, because Mercury is in a sextile with Uranus in the 11th house. So exchanging perspectives with friends, maybe you're doing some kind of workshop that will show you the direction you want to go to in life. Okay. So yeah, or a teacher might change you for the better. We have Saturn there in the 9th house. Now, this is not going to be like a soft teacher, right? Because Saturn is quite harsh. This is a tough love kind of teacher. Might tell you something that will change everything, right? Sometimes we are triggered by a certain comment, and then later it turns out it was something that we really needed to hear to go on this new path. Okay. Also a trip. Maybe you're traveling somewhere and this trip can change everything. The way you see the world, your belief system, and it's going to inspire you to take new steps in your life, right? Because Saturn is quite pessimistic, but also it gives you space to do your own research. And I always say, never give your power away to a teacher or fully to a religion. Only give your heart to directly to God. Okay. And this is what I'm doing. I just help people connect with themselves, right? It's not the intention that I'm coming between that and the connection with the above, right? Because if you're giving your power to a teacher, that's not good, right? We just are supposed to guide you to connect with yourself. This is most important. So listen to your intuition around this time. There's a lot of fire though, so it might be that your body is a little overheated. So there could be a bit of fever coming. And very often when we get like a fever, something new happens right after. Okay, so don't worry, rest if your body needs it. It might be just with so much fiery energy, all that is in the first house. But new ideas could be coming, creative writing, if you're an actor, anything creative, okay, might be coming your way, because also we have Mercury and Jupiter are sextiling Venus. Venus is very strong here in Libra. So you might have this very harmonious speech, like people really like what you have to say. But definitely new beginnings come and they might last for a long, long time. So pay attention. Even just a small perspective can change everything for you. Okay, Leo, let me get you a card. Accelerated motion. So things are going to go very, very fast for you, Leo. Might be going very quickly. And we have an 8 on this card. So it's transformation, right? Transformation will come very quickly. And also the notes. I mean, some people follow the true note. I follow the me note, which is going, on the 18th of August, the south node will go in your sign. So it's really letting go of everything that no longer is necessary. Like you're going to make so many changes. It's going to go very, very quickly. Fertility. So some are starting a journey of fertility, expecting a child, but also the fertility in this card also means a new project that is like your baby, right? Sometimes we are starting something new and we treat it like our baby, or we should treat it like our baby, right? Because it's something you created, you with your idea, you with your thoughts. And how special is that, right? So we should really see things from a different perspectives, to think, how far have you come already? Look at that. Okay. I'm getting deception and envy. Like there's a lot of energy on you right now, okay? So your energy is quite big. So you might trigger people around you a little bit. I always say, let it be. Don't let it get to your fear, okay? You know in yourself who you are. And if people are making certain comments or, are not nice to you, it's a reflection of them, okay? So please don't let it get to you, Leo. This is your moment. You know how many times when I started doing astrology that people say, you will fail, it will not work, you will not be able to do this. And I know, it's not something like maybe to the norm, right? But it's something I'm so passionate about. It's something I really love to do. So don't let it get to you. Don't stop doing something that you love just because other people are not in agreement with it. You have to be in agreement with it. And always when the intention is good, intention is everything in life, okay? So if the intention is there, if you want to bring something amazing in this world through your own self-expression, why not do it? So I'm sending you so many blessings, Leo. I hope you're going to have such a life-changing year. If emotions can come up, listen to them, okay, respect them. They're going to tell you something during this eclipse. I do private readings and I also teach astrology, and I have a coaching program. So check out my website for more information or send me an email, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much, Leo. Oh, is it going? Virgo. So Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. For you, we have this new moon, total solar eclipse in a sign of Leo in your 12th house. So 12th house is very spiritual house. This is where we close a whole cycle. So you're closing something, right? And I know this new moon is about starting new things, but it's going to give you ideas on this day for something you want to start. So maybe you're working on something creative behind the scenes. Meditation is very good right now. Leo is quite, it's the sun, it's a hot planet. So maybe by spending time in the sun or at the beach or anything will give you new ideas. It's time to rest, recharge, do some yoga. And through this movement, you might be getting new ideas on things that you want to do when Jupiter is going in your first house next year. So whatever you want to start, it's something that maybe you're still quiet about, and maybe you're reflecting on this new beginning. This new one is trining Saturn retrograde in the 8th house. So a certain transformation, maybe behind the scenes, so many things are changing about you that are not visible on the outside yet, right? It will be visible when you're starting something new. Now it's time to clean up these perspectives about yourself that maybe are no longer serving you, the belief systems that are holding you back. Also with Saturn in the 8th house, right? If you do any shared resources, or you work with insurance or any type of contracts that you're making, especially for Virgo rising, make sure that you do your research, that you know everything, right? If you can postpone it, you should do that. But if you can't, just be very prepared, because Saturn is long term, but it wants you to be prepared. So if you do any type of research, it might take a bit longer. Same if you're an accountant, or your job is any type of research, just give it time. Like Saturn is slow, but is a master at things, right? So slow mastery, take your time. Don't be hard on yourself. It's not working in one go. It will happen through maybe multiple tries, but you will still make it happen. And not only have you looked into one thing, you've discovered many more things. So this is what Saturn is doing. So don't be hard on yourself around this time. Venus is in Libra in your second house. So you could be having brilliant ideas for making money, or even money might be coming true if maybe you've done voluntary work and someone wants to give you a donation. Spiritual work, okay, 12th house is spiritual work. You might get a job in a hospital, okay, if you're in the medical field. But like I said, prepare your things, and you actually will learn so much more, because Saturn wants you to do things the right way. Mars is in the 11th house. It's squaring Neptune in the 8th. So not a great time to lend any money to people in general, but especially organizations or your friends. So if you want to support someone, just give the money. Whatever you can get rid of, but a loan is maybe not the best idea right now. So let me get you a card. Very spiritual time. Write down your dreams this night. If you have any vivid dreams, write it down, because it can have a lot of meaning. You can have spiritual downloads, and you can get a lot of creative ideas on things that you want to do. Accelerated motion. So I feel like cleaning up this whole unconscious in yourself is going to create space for things to go a lot quicker. Look at that, your awareness. So this might be actually, the accelerated motion might be your spiritual journey, okay? More clarity, more growth. Like sometimes we feel like because externally not a lot of things are happening, that nothing is happening. But sometimes internally, so many things are happening. You're growing spiritually, right? Even if you're being put on hold for a little bit, so much can happen, right? And I think, and especially Virgo, you like to do things. You're a doer. So you might feel a bit guilty if it's not going as fast as you want it to go. But this is your biggest spiritual growth, right? Base chakra. You're grounding yourself, maybe even moving on from a situation. You're rounding up certain things, okay? So this is a very, very important time for you, and new ideas might be coming that are going to be the start of something major. But take your time for it, make a good plan, and you can make that happen. I believe in you. So this is my message for you. If you want to book a private reading with me, you can send me an email, or you can look at my website. I do what do I do? Yeah, I teach astrology through Zoom, and I have a coaching program. So yeah, check that out and see if that resonates with you. And I'm wishing you a fantastic time and all the best to you. So Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We have this new moon, total solar eclipse in the sign of Leo in your 11th house. So a lot of it has to do with your friends, your community, the masses. There might be a new beginning there, okay? Or yeah, you might be meeting a new friend or a new friend group that is quite destined. This group, and it might not be long lasting, or it might be long lasting. With the eclipse, you don't know, but there is some lesson, some destiny that is going to teach you something. And Jupiter is there in the 11th house, so you can bet it's going to be very positive. Maybe you're getting this idea that you want to do workshops, or that you want to spread a certain message forward. Venus is in your first house, so you have this very beautiful magnetic glow. So it might be even a video that's going viral, because the eclipse forces something new. Okay, it's not something that you kind of push; they push it for you. So yeah, people might be very drawn to you. You might be meeting a lot of people around this time. Very social time. Saturn is retrograde in the 7th house. Okay, so you might be meeting someone serious, because Saturn is serious business. Okay, Libra, you're only here to commit in a serious way, and if not that, then it's probably not going to be for you. So if you meet someone, it will be true friends. Your partner might be connecting well with your friends right now, and adding some responsibility to it. Maybe they're helping you and your friends in some way. And this is going to be very well received by your friends. Okay. So, yeah, the masses can be quite lucky for you right now. You could be going on a holiday with your friends, because we have the 11th house in a sextile with Uranus in the 9th. So, unexpected trip with friends, just having fun. It's not really a time for massive responsibility. This is a time to enjoy. This is a time to treat yourself, and maybe if you haven't had fun in a while, this might be coming up and saying, okay, Libra, what is holding you back? Like, you can still do your day-to-day task, but treat yourself. Okay, and treating yourself does not always mean that you have to spend money. In every single situation, you can do something that makes you joyful and that makes you happy. We have Mars in the 10th house, squaring Neptune in the 7th. So it could be that there is a bit of a miscommunication if you collaborate with clients, or with your partner, business partner. There might be some miscommunication. So make sure that you give it time. Listen to your intuition, because Neptune is better feeling things than really understanding it. So yeah, there might be some miscommunication with the boss. Okay, but that will go away after this month for sure. Give it time to resolve. Let me get you a card, Libra. Solitude. Okay. Passion ignited. So maybe you've spent some time by yourself, and this really awakened this passion in you again. And maybe it's time to come forward now. Might be uncomfortable, but yeah, you are going to speak up about something. Maybe you're literally a singer or an actor, or doing something for the public. Material and spiritual prosperity. So yeah, it is a very good month for you. And this Leo season is definitely bringing you on a new path. It might just be a month of fun. Okay, joy, fun. If you work in a big organization, there might be a sudden opportunity for you. If you're on social media, you might get a lot of attention. So you're definitely not missed this month. Okay, even though the eclipse is covering up the sun, bringing some confusion to people, it definitely still give you the attention despite everything, because all the planets are in the right places for you. So sending you lots of blessings, wishing you an amazing month, Libra. Enjoy, you deserve that. Listen to your emotions, your feelings regarding friendships, regarding groups and communities, because they are key to the upcoming months for you. So thank you so much. Until next time, let's go to Scorpio. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We have this whole bunch of planets in Leo, this new moon, Jupiter and Mercury in your 10th house. Okay. So here we have, because this eclipse is usually like in a short time blinding what we truly want, to go inward and see what is necessary for my career, right? This new moon is trining Saturn in the 6th, Saturn retrograde. So discipline is needed. So you will get a lot of success in the upcoming time in your career. And you need some type of discipline, some kind of routine is needed, okay? But then this will be your luckiest year, and this new moon will give you some new ideas on how to do something that you stand behind. Because with Leo in the 10th house, you want to do a job that you're passionate about, that you feel is, almost like morally correct. If you're not doing something that is according to your heart, you're gonna kind of give up. So there might be some changes here, some ideas on something you want to do. So listen to these ideas, because they literally might change everything in the upcoming months. Okay, maybe you're thinking about launching a business. That's definitely the right time. I would wait until September. It's perfect timing to do that, because now we have the eclipses. If you want to launch, do it, not on the day of the eclipse, because everything is dark, right? You want to have the light, you want to shine. Especially Leo loves to shine. So do it a few days after. If there's a planning, if you can wait until September, then yeah, that would be a fantastic time, right? Because partly the planets will be in Virgo in the 11th, and then we have Jupiter in Leo in the 10th. So fantastic time for your career. We have Mercury in a sextile with Uranus in the 8th house. So there could be sudden support, maybe, an investor, sudden money coming in through maybe insurance. It's third party money, not your own money, that can support you in your business. Okay. But yeah, what did I write down? Venus trine. Yeah, Venus is in the 12th house. So it's not a good time to invest yourself. So to do the act. But it might be that money comes in through past life good karma. Okay, because Venus is hidden there in the 12th house. So even like secret relationship or secret admirers might be there. Just make sure that if you're already in a relationship, that you don't do anything you regret, right? Oh. Okay, all the cards are flying out. I feel like Scorpios are busy. Let me know in the comments. Are you busy? I'm a Scorpio rising, and life has been crazy. Absolutely crazy, like roller coaster crazy, like so many good things. But then also it's Jupiter return happening. But yeah, let me know. As a Scorpio rising, Sun and Moon, if life is also taking you in different directions. Look at that, love begins. So you are rediscovering your self-worth also in your work, like what is holding you back. People might actually start to praise you, and it will help you continuing. Okay, hope. You see, hope in the workplace. And if you're not working, it could simply be that people notice you in the public, right? They really admire you and start to make conversations. So mental conflict, maybe too many ideas could come, okay? When we have so much fire in the 10th house, too many ideas. So pick one idea that is very good, or two maybe, but it has to be realistic, because lots of ideas come true with the Mercury sextiling Uranus, and we have Venus also in a trine with Uranus. So many ideas could come true. but we cannot act on all of them. So I'm wishing you all the best. I cannot wait to hear about all your achievements, because this is the year of achievements, changes in career, and it will happen through discipline. Watch your health though. Like, listen to what your body is telling you. Like, don't overwork. Like, if you're tired, respect that in your body, okay? But if you feel anything, take it serious, go to the doctor. And on the long term, you can work on your emotional changes to change the illness. But that takes time, right? So, yeah, that's my message for you, my amazing Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, let's go to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun and Rising. We have so much fire because this bunch in Leo is all trining your ascendant. Okay, so this new moon total solar eclipse in Leo is also going to impact you as a person. Okay, it's all happening in the ninth house. You're going to have a massive change, like some kind of spiritual awakening, change in belief system, change how you see the world. With an eclipse, we have a total darkness right now, okay? So it's going to cut you off from you. So you go inward and you look at what is important to you. What is morals? What are morals to you? What is the path you want to follow? It's a great time for traveling. Like, some of you are definitely traveling. So this new moon is also in a trine with Saturn. It's retrograde in the fifth. So healing the inner child. Maybe traveling heals you. Maybe you're being playful finally, or you're looking at how to be more playful and healing your identity, things you missed about yourself, maybe things you stopped doing because life happened. So now it's time for expansion. Now we do have lots of fire, so sometimes that can overheat the body. But before a new beginning, that sometimes we get like a fever. So if that happens, respect your body, relax, take it easy, and then after, you're gonna see that a new beginning is coming, because all this fire can burn some of your karma as well. Okay. A teacher might change a lot for you, okay? A teacher or certain religion, a belief system, okay? I always say on this channel, everything is open, right? All there is love, and it doesn't matter how we connect with God or however you call it. It doesn't matter. It's all one. We are all in the same situation, okay? And we can connect with something higher than ourselves in any way. So I think we have to start with being respectful to each other first. And from there, we can have a world that is more peaceful. Like, we're not all the same. We're not going to think the same. We're not all going to agree with each other, but that's okay, right? So these are all those questions that might come to you. You might want to know the answers of the universe, do your research, and you might actually get some visions. Ninth house can be related to visions, something you see of the future that is going to change everything. Okay, so a very spiritual time. It's about traveling. Maybe you're publishing something that gets a lot of attention. Like an eclipse is not really some time to launch something, right? But it pushes you in a direction. It could even be something you've launched before, and suddenly it's taking off because there's a part of destiny in an eclipse, right? So something you publish might really do something to people, might really open their eyes, awaken them, and gives them a new perspective on life, right? It's in your original house. And Sagittarius, you are someone you want to learn to experience. You can have a teacher, but still you're like, I also want to experience myself. I'm not just going to believe whatever you tell me. I want to know myself if that's true or not. And I think that is very valid. That's very good. And through this life experience, Sagittarius becomes a teacher as well, right? In any way, you can be a teacher in any way. Even if you work in a job, people can still listen to your stories and learn from you. So we have Mars in the 8th house squaring Neptune in the 5th. So yeah, maybe not the best times for certain loans, or if you do any type of contract, just make sure to double check everything. Okay, if there's any child custody, make sure that you're not skipping anything. Okay, so yeah, I didn't get a card yet, right? I feel like this, because it's the 8-8 portal, I feel like this eclipse is already eclipsing me a little bit. Like, my head is a bit in different directions. So many things are happening. It's also the Jupiter return. So, yeah, the eclipse is eclipsing right now. Um, Discontentment and boredom. So maybe through boredom, you're going to explore new things. Maybe through boredom, you're going on this trip. Okay, and this will be a destined trip if you're going. It can also be a trip in the mind. Okay, through boredom, you're gonna look at things, you're gonna read certain books, watch certain documentaries. Look at that fulfillment of wishes. And I'm seeing like these waterfalls, right, on this picture. And sometimes we need to waterfall ourselves. Okay, we need to cry to make space because it's a release. And I think, why are we so ashamed of crying? Crying is something so beautiful. It creates space for something new. And then that space comes and your wishes come in. You know, sometimes when we are very sad, just after something changes, sometimes we're saying goodbye to the old you and the new you is coming. So respect it. It's okay. Like, it's actually totally fine. Emotional withdrawal. So yeah, maybe you want to spend some time alone, like all this ninth house energy. You're like, I want to walk by the beach by myself. I want to just be in my own little fantasy or in my own research. And yeah, it's gonna be a very transformative time for you, right? Because we have a grand trine in fire for you, especially if, you know, because we have, well, for a lot of you will be grand trine fire because we have Neptune at 4 degrees, we have Saturn at retrograde at 14 degrees, we have 4-degree Mercury, so any really degree is going to be impacted. Okay, so there is a very much a fire trine happening, bringing you into a new destiny. Okay, so big changes for you. Wishing you all the best. And also, if you want to book a private reading, I always forget to do promotions. I'm starting to do it now. I keep forgetting it because people don't know otherwise what I'm doing, right? So yeah, I do private readings, and also I teach astrology online through Zoom, and I do a coaching program. You can check out my website or send me an email for more information. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. And until next time. So Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For you, we have this new moon, total solar eclipse in your 8th house in Leo. So here we are talking about massive transformation. Okay. So during an eclipse, we see darkness. Okay. This forces us to go inward, okay? And this new moon is trining Saturn retrograde in the 4th house. So you're healing some big family dynamics at this point. You're healing your inner child. Where did you not feel seen? Where did you not feel heard? Okay, heard as in hearing. So this is going to come to the surface, right? Because 8th house is the original house of Scorpio. Everything that is hidden in the underworld, right? It's ruled by Pluto, needs to come to the surface. And Leo is about your child, your inner joy, your playfulness. So you are breaking this massive cycle. Like, what is preventing you from following your passion, following your joy? And there might be a big healing taking place, going back to your roots. 4th house is your roots, your family, your living situation. Maybe you're even thinking about moving. Okay. And there was a good question of a Capricorn, like, it should be a good time to move, right? Because Saturn is trining Jupiter. Now, the eclipses are in general either gonna force you to move, which of course you have no other option but to initiate it yourself, so sign anything on this day or initiate it yourself, is usually not the best time. Okay, so it's better to wait until September, but if you can't, just a few days after or a day after even. Okay, because the eclipse is blinding things, so things might not be fully visible. Okay, unless this eclipse is forcing you this move, then of course you have to do it. It's part of destiny because the nodes are involved. It's part of destiny. Yeah, there might be money coming in. So maybe you're suddenly selling a house, money through third parties. So it could be that your partner is getting a lot of money, insurance. We can have, how do you call it? I'm thinking in Spanish. That's very strange. Insurance and I'm Dutch, so I shouldn't think in Spanish, right? But I feel like this eclipse is already impacting me a little bit. So, Texas, that's the word. Yeah. That's why you speak three languages on a daily basis. You're getting a little bit confused. But yeah, so there might be some Texas coming in. Um, but there's so much growth happening. Then we have Mercury in the 8th house, sextiling Venus in the 10th. Okay, so this transformation might actually bring you a new job, attention in the job. Like you will be very, very magnetic. Maybe you're on social media and people just, maybe you're telling a certain story, something that is very close to your heart. Leo is the heart, right? So maybe you're saying and sharing something, and it's really helping people see you better, connect to you better. Okay, because sometimes when we're trying to hide our feelings too much, people cannot really feel these emotions from you or feel this vulnerability. So 8th house is about vulnerability as well. Okay, so opening up. And yeah, so here in the 8th house, you're transforming. So you're getting ready for when next year Jupiter goes into the 9th house, which is going to be very, very good news for you, Capricorn, because it's in your fellow earth sign. And 9th house is all about traveling and expansion. But now there's a lot about, investments and money. But again, during an eclipse, not good to start a new investment. This is more when you see like sudden results, okay? Destined results from it. All right. Yeah, a sudden new job might come your way because we have Uranus in a sextile with Mercury, okay? Or an idea of something you would like to do. But like I said, it will be forced almost, this new thing. Crown chakra. So listen to your ideas. They're going to bring you a lot of answers during this eclipse, okay? Third eye chakra. It's a very, very spiritual time. You're going to heal a lot also because 4th house and Saturn there, you're healing your ancestral line. We're directly connected to them. Triumph. So you're going to be very successful. Okay, you're going to be very successful at all of this. So yeah, that would be my message for you, my amazing Capricorn. Even if you feel like, oh, I don't want transformation, I don't want, difficulty, sometimes this can be the best periods. It's not always easy, but you're making space for something better to come, right? Like if we're staying always the same, it will not be so easy to have something new because there's no space. You already have everything settled. So sometimes things need to go a little bit upside down and they turn out to be the best times of your life when you're looking back. So if this is you going through a lot of transformation, do not give up. This is a time where you're making space for new, beautiful things to come. Okay. So I'm wishing you all the best, sending you many blessings, and until next time. So let's move on to Aquarius. Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. For you, we have this new moon, total solar eclipse in the sign of Leo in your 7th house. So there's a lot of shifts happening in relationships, okay? This can be literally happening. So if you're meeting someone new around this time, it's most likely very destined, right? Is it long term? That is to be seen. But the person that comes during an eclipse is someone that's going to teach you some very important lesson. Okay. If you're already in a relationship, you might be thinking about maybe children, because Mercury is conjunct Jupiter and it's sextiling Uranus. So maybe you want to have children. Maybe you want to start a creative project with your partner. Okay. It's a great time to travel with your partner as well, because we have also a sextile with Mercury and Jupiter and Venus. Venus is in Libra. So this is very beautiful alignment to travel. Okay. Um, so yeah, children, maybe talking about marriage, more commitment, okay? It's not always a good time to take action on an eclipse, right? Because things are dark. So if you get married today, don't worry, don't freak out. Anything that's destined will not go apart. But if you can wait, I would wait until September, or at least a few days until after the eclipse, okay? Mars is in the sixth house, squaring Neptune retrograde in the third. So there might be some miscommunication with your colleagues or with your siblings. With time, that will shift. Okay. And also, watch your health when it comes to your hormonal. Your hormones might be a little bit out of balance. So try to stick to a little bit of a rhythmic schedule, or at least listen to your feelings, your body, because your sixth house is in Cancer, related to the moon, to your feelings. So yeah, a lot of things happening in your seventh house. Also, you might meet some clients that will change, or a client that will change a lot for you. Okay, that will change a certain destiny. Maybe you're earning lots of money through this client, or it gives you an idea that is going to help you with the next stage in life. So yeah, that would be my message for you, my amazing Aquarius. If you like this channel, subscribe to it. I do private readings. I teach astrology through Zoom, and I have a coaching program. You find more information on my website. And until next time, let's go to Pisces. So Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. We have this new moon, total solar eclipse in Leo in your sixth house. So this is all about your routines, your health, okay? And this new moon is trining Saturn. Saturn is retrograde. So here you're going to make a certain commitment to your health. If anything happens with your health, now you're going to make a certain commitment that can help you heal this thing that is going on, okay? Jupiter is with Mercury. So there might be some information that you're coming across that is going to help you heal this issue. And I'm always saying you can go to a doctor first, because science is important. And then on the long term, you can work on healing it yourself through healing your emotions, because health is very often connected to a certain belief system and a certain emotion, but you cannot change that overnight. Well, you could, but you have to be very strong spiritually. Okay. So I want to be reasonable. It takes time. So definitely go to a doctor if anything comes up. But most likely this eclipse is good news, okay? It's a solution. It's actually going to provide you a good answer, okay? A new pet, yes. It's trining Saturn, so maybe it will cost a little bit to, nowadays you have to get your pets vaccinated and chipped and everything. I don't know how that is in your country, but here in Spain we have to do a lot before you even get an animal, and they need to, in some cases, get a passport. So, but it's all worth it, because animals are literally the best. They are so loving, so caring. So if you're thinking about getting an animal, then yeah, this eclipse will trigger that, or trigger that idea to have another animal. Work can be, very good for you. Maybe you're getting more like a better title, but maybe the money is not exactly what you want it to be, because Saturn is in the second house. But Saturn in the second house wants you to work on your self-worth and make you work hard for your money. And if you do, you will see good results. So stick with your plan. Budget your money if you need to. This is very important right now, budgeting the money. And Mars is in the 5th house in Cancer, and it's squaring Neptune as well in the 2nd. So watch out for overspending on hobbies or children. See what you can do that is realistic according to your finances. So let me get you a card, Pisces. The waiting game. So maybe you feel like things are not happening in your life, or things are moving very slowly. Sometimes actually these times are not bad, right? Like sometimes it's good to slow down, to have a moment to breathe, to come back to yourself. Like we can't always run. Okay. And if you're waiting for a job, there's so much happening there in your 6th house that in the upcoming months there will definitely be a new job. Look at this light. You're going back to your light. Sometimes, because when we have Jupiter in a place, it will sometimes remove something so something new can come, right? Eclipses can be layoffs suddenly, and then you end up in a job or start your own business or things like that, and it's just destined. But after such a intense experience, sometimes we need some rest, we need some self-love, we need to come back to ourselves, right? Sacral chakra. So maybe you want to be creative right now, and even in the job, right? If you do have a job, this is a time where you can get very creative ideas, very good ideas. Yeah, partnerships and alliances. So the South Node is soon leaving your 7th house, going into your 6th house. So that means that partnerships are completely open. So if you're single, definitely next year is going to be a fantastic time to meet someone new. Okay, but now it's all about your health, your routines, listening to your body, and a solution there's a very big chance there's a solution on this eclipse time. I'm sending you so much love, Pisces. If you want to book a private reading with me, send me an email. Check out my website. I teach astrology also through Zoom. And yeah, I have a coaching program as well to help you transform. This is, I'm wishing you all the best. And until next time, bye-bye.